Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Sorry?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are. So, Sri Ram, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Sri Ram. So, how was your day?
It is good, ma'am.
Okay, so is this your first session or have you taken sessions
It is,
before?
yeah, it is second session, ma'am.
Second session. Okay. Yeah, how about now?
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so Sriram, here's what we are going to do. Okay, since you watch cricket, right? Why don't you talk about cricket and our country's team and what do you like about our country in that sport?
Yeah, yeah. In cricket format, our country team is the best team ever, ma'am. So
Mm-hmm.
they play very well in T20 formats and one day formats, formats also. They play
Mm-hmm.
very well. We have defeated many teams. So
Yeah.
recently we have won the Asian Cup, right? Uh,
Yes.
by defeating Pakistan.
Mm.
So
Very
that
good.
was the very thrilling match. So
Yeah.
Tilak Verma has played very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was fun to watch.
Yes,
Yeah. Particularly the final over because even though we knew right that the country would win, but then yeah, that anticipation is still there, right? So
yes.
Sriram, actually your English is pretty good for a starter. So
Thank you.
something that you can maybe watch out for is the tense. So when you say like we defeated the country, so you can say maybe like modify it a little bit because when you are talking in a conversation, right? When you rather say what you're saying directly, like maybe if you want to like create a neutral stance, right? You don't want to sound like you're supporting one team in particular. So what you can do is maybe like polish it a little bit. So instead of saying that okay, India defeated so and so, you can say maybe India won against so and so.
Yes,
Okay.
sure, man.
Yeah, so
So
that's something. So it's more about the what you're saying is really well actually for us beginner. You're saying it really well, but maybe try to polish it a little bit and make sure that you have a neutral stance because when you're talking to strangers, right? You never know how they are going to perceive the way you
yes,
speak. Right? Okay. So, but for that, besides that, you sound pretty good, which is really nice.
thank you,
And
madam.
okay,
Actually, I
so
have cough and cold, so my voice also a little bit noisy.
oh,
And
oh, that's completely fine. Like I said, you are speaking quite well. It's just bits and pieces here and there that we can just polish it up so that you can speak fluently.
sure,
Okay, so Sriram, what we are gonna do next is I'm gonna create a situation. Okay, so you're
okay.
gonna be you, and I'm gonna be maybe a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And imagine that you're sick, right? So imagine you're consulting a doctor. Okay,
Okay,
so I
okay,
am
ma'am.
the doctor. You're taking an appointment and you're visiting me, and I'll ask questions and you'll have to answer them. Okay,
Sure,
simple.
sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Shall we start now?
Sure, ma'am. Definitely.
Okay. So good morning, Sri Ram. How are you today?
Good morning, madam. I am okay, but a little bit of feeling unwell.
Okay. Why are you feeling unwell? What is the issue?
I have been suffering from cough and cold for a few days.
Okay, very good. So instead of saying I am suffering from cough and cold, something that you can try is just say I have cough and cold. Make it simple. Okay.
Sure,
So
sure,
because
ma'am.
when you say
Actually,
suffering,
that sentence I used before. So I have cough and cold. So that's why my voice is also a little bit nice. I used this sentence before.
yeah, uh-huh.
Yes,
Yeah, which is see, so the thing is when you say you're suffering from cough and cold, right? It makes it sound very severe. So until and unless that issue is not there, you can just make it simple,
sure,
right?
ma'am.
Okay,
Sure,
okay, keep going. Let's keep the conversation flowing, all right?
sure.
Okay, so you say you have cough and cold. How long have you had the symptoms for?
For few days, for few days means 3 days. For 3 days.
3 days. Very good. Okay, so for 3 days you've had cough and cold. Did you take any medicines before visiting me?
Yeah, I used a citizen tablet and some capsules. Taking what we say, put it in water and we take the
Yeah, you
arrow.
used a
Yeah,
vaporizer.
vapor. Yes,
Right,
vapor.
you use a vaporizer. That's called a
Yeah, I
vaporizer. And maybe instead of saying capsules, you can say capsules. Okay?
capsules.
Capsules with like a U. Yeah,
Sure.
it's an extended. Okay, very good. Let's keep the conversation going. Okay. So you took capsules, you took medication. So will you say that you've had progress since then? Like has the situation changed for you? Has the cough receded?
Yeah, it a
Is it
little
still
bit. It okay, madam. Little bit. I can recover from the use by that.
okay? Okay, okay, perfect. So, do you have any allergies to medicines or medications in general?
No, no, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So it looks like you have an infection. So I'll give you something for your fever and cold, and you can take it and you can consult me in the meantime. Okay?
Yes,
It will be okay. Anything else that you would like to get prescriptions for, or do you want me to check out?
yes. I would like to get prescription,
Oh,
and can you check with the stethoscope? So
yeah, yeah. Okay, happy with that. Well, okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, so you're all good. So I'm writing the prescription, and yeah, just keep me updated. Okay, just take care of yourself, and bye bye.
thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am. Bye.
Yeah, so that's basically it. So this is something that we see on a daily basis, right? We go out and
Yes,
this is something that we have to frequently consult. So when you're going out, it helps when you think in English rather than think in your native language, because that way you get to know a lot more about how to say. Because the thing that happens is most of the time, no, it might be on your mind, but when
yes,
you're trying to speak it, yeah, because you're thinking too much. Like sometimes, what happens is you might know what to say, but then you're thinking, oh my God, am I saying it right? And then,
right, Anna.
and then you
Okay.
start stuttering. That's what normally happens, right?
Yeah.
That's okay. What you can do is whenever you're feeling nervous, you can just take like one or two deep breaths and make sure that you're calm and composed. Because ultimately, Sriram, what we can realize is we are not native English speakers, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Secondary language to us. So never think that, just because I don't know it as well as the next person, something is wrong with me. Not at all. We're all
Not.
learning. I'm learning when I'm talking with you.
Yes,
So yeah, just take it like that. Just take a few deep breaths and make sure that you are, when you're speaking, you just make sure that you pause, take your time, no need to rush. Okay. Just like you
yes,
would treat your native language.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. We are learning this language. We are from not from natives, so we
Yeah.
have to speak out.
Yeah.
So
And
whether it is
it
correct
might
or
be
wrong.
challenging as well. Yeah. So, what do you do normally to brush up your English?
Madam, I watch English conversational videos, and I read some grammar books, and so I don't have any spoken English books. I read grammar books and I
Mm-hmm.
watch conversational videos. Whenever I
Okay.
meet anybody, learners from spoken English, so
Mm-hmm.
try to speak with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, how do you speak with them? Do you speak with them through texts, or do you speak with them through calls or in person? How is it?
Yeah, chat with
Okay.
through
So,
text.
something that you can do when you're chatting is rather than sending texts, you can try sending voiceovers, because
Yeah.
when you're texting, right, it's easier. But when
Yes,
you're
yes, no.
speaking, that is where
Yes.
the
It will
trouble
be
comes. Try
yes.
sending voiceovers. That's a good practice that you can do. And something that you can do is, Sriram, conversation and conversation are two different pronunciations. So when you're saying converse, it's a stressed pronunciation. What you can say
Okay.
is you're
Conversation.
conversing with this person,
Conversation.
or a conversation. Okay.
Conversation. Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, ma'am.
So that initial, that O is like conversation.
So I
Okay.
need to work on pronunciation.
A bit.
So
That's the only area where it looks like you're lacking, because you can sustain a conversation, which is very good. Seeing as how it's just your second session, right? I would
yes,
say you are pretty good. But then that pronunciation here and there, that even sometimes, see, the thing is, we already have a lot of different types of pronunciations for the English language itself.
English. Yes,
When you
yes,
look at Americans, they don't speak the same way that
the,
Britishers might, right?
yes,
And they
yes,
don't speak the way they do. So that will come because we live in a sort of a diasporic environment. So don't worry about that. Just focus on this and never ever feel nervous talking about the language. Okay. Do you feel a progress happening from when you began talking initially for our session and right now? Do you feel like you got your language improved? Hmm?
yes, ma'am. I can observe that I can speak out without nervous, and I can whatever in my mind I can speak
Without nervousness.
without nervous,
Nervous
without
is the right
nervousness,
sentence. What we can say is nervousness, because
nervousness.
yeah, the
Yes,
one word. The thing is, one word when you put it in different sentences, it sort of changes itself. English is kind of like playing a puzzle. It
yes,
keeps changing depending on the situation. So yeah, it takes a while. It takes a learning curve. I would say you're doing pretty good already. So something that you can practice for today, right? Once the session is done, is try watching something in English without subtitles. Okay?
Sure, ma'am.
Don't put the subtitles
Def-
on, just
mm,
rely on the audio. And it's even good if you can get it done in American or British English rather than watching Indian TV shows. Try
Indian.
going for something. Do you watch TV shows in English?
No, madam. Not. I
Do you
don't
have
watch TV
access to
shows.
something like YouTube, Netflix, or anything of that sort?
I have Prime, Amazon Prime membership.
Fine. Just take any English series or take an
Mm-hmm.
English movie or take an
Mm-hmm.
old movie. It doesn't matter, and try watching it without subtitles. If it's
Mm-hmm.
too hard for you to watch it without subtitles, watch a little with subtitles and try to switch it up. Okay, and
Sure,
see if
ma'am.
you're understanding what they're saying. Okay,
Okay.
and that's something that you can practice, and hopefully by your next session we might have a progress going on. So anything else
Sure,
that
ma'am.
you would like
Can
to
you
know?
can you give some tips regarding improve my pronunciation part?
Pronunciation. Okay, so something that you can do is you can record yourself. Read
Sure.
something. You
Mm-hmm.
can read whatever you want. You can read something online. You can read a newspaper. You can read a book and record
Mm-hmm.
what you're saying. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and you will know if something is odd with you. That you will know without any guidance. So keep playing it and check for certain word pronunciations on
So
Google.
there are many pronunciation like for Indian, American, and British. So
Yes.
which
Try
pronunciation
sticking
good for practice?
Yeah, try sticking to British English because that
British
is
English.
what is traditionally followed in our country. But it's
Mm-hmm.
fine if you can get the English, Indian English as well, because Indian English is
But
technically
speaking
correct.
American English is easy
It's
compared
easy,
to
it's easy. Yes, yes. I mean,
British.
it's your comfort. Just make sure that if you're sticking to one type of pronunciation, you're sticking to that pronunciation. So if
Okay.
you want to learn the American pronunciation, make sure that you don't switch between the British and the American. So it
Okay.
shouldn't sound like some words you're pronouncing in the British English. For example, if you're taking the word girls, right?
Girls. Mm.
So in British English, it's just girls. But
Girls.
when you make it into American, it's girls.
Girls. So R should
Yeah,
be
girl. Yeah, are sort of. So that difference is there. So just make sure that if you're following the American English, you just follow the American English. You shouldn't switch between the Indian and the British. Okay.
sure.
So read something. You don't need to read long. Just read 3-4 lines. Okay, 3-4 lines with preferably a little bit of hard words. Like don't go for simple lines. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
test yourself, challenge yourself. Okay, and then
Okay.
you record the voice and you check online for the pronunciations of those words and see if
Pronunciation.
you can get it right, and then
Okay.
re-record and repeat
Re-record.
until you get that sentence right. Okay, and
Okay.
gradually
Okay.
try increasing the pace. Okay, you try this exercise for now and see if it works out, and if it doesn't, then maybe in the next session we can try something else. Okay,
Sure, ma'am.
anything else that you would want to know from me?
No, ma'am. So I
Okay.
I just want to know about the pronunciation tips and how to communicate. So I just want to know through this session.
Yeah, just try this exercise out because most of the time we cannot correct ourselves until and unless we listen and understand, right?
Oh,
And
okay.
what we are saying. And you can't do that without recording. So try recording your voice and see where
Mm-hmm.
you're getting it wrong and try
Mm.
correcting it. Okay. It takes
Sure,
a
ma'am.
while. And in online, right? If you're taking Google, they show you how to pronounce it as well. They break down the word and they show you,
Mm.
and they even have an audio. So take the
Yes.
audio, compare it, repeat it, and keep repeating until you don't give up, because it's a gradual process, right? Initially after a few tries we'll get tired because it's like the same thing again and again, but don't give up because it's very simple once you have the commitment to pull through. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so just commit to what you're doing. I'm sure you will take a section soon enough, right? So then we'll
Sure.
track your progress. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, Sriram. Anything else that you would like to practice, or we still have, I think, 3-4 minutes. How much minute session did you take?
So can you give me feedback on my spoken English? Like how did I speak in this session?
Yeah, like I said initially, right? You speak pretty well. I think the one place where you can work on is your pronunciation.
Yes.
And here and there are a few tense slips. Like we talked about nervous, right? But it was
Mm-hmm.
nervousness.
Nervousness.
That we can focus on the
So
next level.
nervousness is a noun. Nervous is a adjective, right?
Nervous is a verb. So when you're
Oh,
saying nervous, it's like you are going through it. But
okay.
nervousness is something that you say to name it. It's like nervousness is you would say, that nervousness is common in humans. You won't say
Mm-hmm.
nervous is common in humans. You say nervousness is common in humans. But at the
Yes.
same time, too, you won't say I'm feeling nervousness. You'll say I'm feeling nervous because that is
Okay.
something that you're going through. Correct? That's
Okay.
what
Okay.
verbs are. Right? Verb is moving action words that you have to say when you're doing something. Correct?
Okay.
That's the only difference. It takes a while to get there, but for now, you can focus on your pronunciation because so far you can keep a conversation flowing, and that's really good. Okay?
Yes.
So
Yes.
keep doing what you're doing. Don't feel shy at all. Be confident, even if you make mistake.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just be
Yes, ma'am.
confident. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
sure.
when you're shy, right, people will pick up more on your mistakes. But when you
Yes.
can say it with confidence and when you,
Confidently.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. When you
just
speak
work on that.
confidently, it is goes in the flow.
Yeah, it goes with the flow. So just focus on that. Don't feel shy. Don't think too much. Just say what you think. Okay, that's it. Okay.
Okay.
So it was fun talking to you, Sriram. See you in
Thank.
the next.
Thank. Thank you,
Bye
Mansi.
bye.
Bye.
Yeah.